and we're going to Washington, D.C. to drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. People have chanted that for years. It never happens. President Trump tried draining the swamp for 4 years. Most of official Washington fought him.
We are going to drain the swamp.
Now, when I said it, it sounded very easy, and it was going to happen real fast. I didn't know the swamp was this dirty and this deep. I didn't know about the swamp creatures being as bad as they are. They're bad.
Will his second term be different? Maybe. Here's why. President Trump will have a legal tool he didn't have during his first term. It stems from last year's Supreme Court ruling in the so-called Chevron deference case. Here are a few headlines about it. Supreme Court strikes down Chevron, curtailing power of federal agencies. Supreme Court guts agency power in seismic Chevron ruling. How the Supreme Court's blockbuster Chevron ruling puts countless regulations in jeopardy.
This case takes a sledgehammer to the power of federal agencies to interpret and administer the regulations that they're charged with enforcing. That may be the EPA, that could be the Labor Department, all the different agencies. This removes a huge amount of power of federal agencies.
In a nutshell, the court's ruling restricts government agencies from issuing regulations not specifically approved by Congress. Expect Trump to try and roll back regulations that agencies didn't have the authority to make in the first place.
This means we're going to see a huge rollback, lots of litigation about the different federal agencies in their enforcement of regulations.
The Supreme Court's ruling is top of mind for Trump's cost-cutting team of Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. The duo head up the unofficial Department of Government Efficiency.
Fires 75% of the federal bureaucrats in Washington, D.C., and send them home packing because they never should have had that job in the first place.
Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
Dirty little secret right now, Maria, is the people we elect to run the government, they're not the ones who actually run the government. It's the unelected bureaucrats in the administrative state. That was created through executive action. It's going to be fixed through executive action. Think about the Supreme Court's environment over the last several years. They've held that many of those regulations are unconstitutional at a large scale. Rescind those regulations, pull those regs back, and then that gives us the industrial logic to then downsize the size of that administrative state. And the beauty of all of this is that can be achieved just through executive action without Congress.
Are you going to be closing down departments?
We expect mass reductions. We expect certain agencies to be deleted outright. We expect mass reductions in force in areas of the federal government that are bloated.
While some cuts can be made by President Trump simply signing an executive order, other cuts will require congressional action.
The beauty of this is I think we have a lot of allies in Congress who have their heart in the right place. But what we've learned is over the last 40 years, even conservatives, we've talked a big game for 40 years about cutting the federal government, about reducing the scope of the federal government. Politicians haven't been able to do it. And so Elon and I, we're not politicians. We're businessmen. We're coming at it from the outside. Sometimes if you go inside, you become native to the system. So President Trump, I applaud him for his creativity and his open-mindedness to setting this up for success in a way that hasn't happened before.
The second swearing in of President Trump is just days away. He's promising aggressive action during his first 100 days. We can expect day one to set the pace for the months to come.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
This is John Spiropoulos reporting. You can follow my reporting on these social media sites. Just go to @Let'sRollAmerica. And your donations to the cause of independent reporting are most welcome. You can contribute at www.givesendgo.com/Let'sRollAmerica 2025. Thank you.